recently I did my video, and I've had a couple of guys, they were really bothered by some comments I made concerning the allies, as I call it. These are people who post on social media networks. They have millions of followers. Um, Generally, most of the time, they're white justice fighters, as people like to refer to themselves. And I called them out because they're not justice fighters. They're okay. They get corporate endorsements. You have millions of followers. You're going to make money off of YouTube and uh, Facebook and Instagram and all those things. And so that's, they're into that stuff. And they have good followings and it sounds good, the stuff they be saying, but it's not real. And then you have the ones that are black, okay, and they do the same thing. You have Brother Ben X and Dr. Umar and uh, fool down in Atlanta, Killer Mike, and all these people. And it sounds good, the things that they say, but they're not real. They're not seeking answers. They're not working on putting a stop to any damn thing. They're capitalizing. It's back in the day, I used to talk about these preachers. I said they were selling Jesus, okay? You go to these mega churches, that's what they do. They make money off of selling Jesus, scriptures, and got people in there hooting and hollering, and they just pouring in the money. And that's the way these are. Now, I know I came down on this fella, Sean King or whatever. You guys, that's the biggest fraud going. White boy, okay? He turns around, he's right. He don't make money off of these families' atrocities in the sense that you would think, because he'll do a GoFundMe and like got the Floyd family millions of dollars and all this and that. That's good. But he makes his money from corporate endorsement, okay? Everybody makes money from corporate endorsements. These people are a brand. So when Trevor called out the black entertainers, rappers and singers and athletes, when he did that at the behest of his sponsors because they wanted in on this global view, okay? They seen global opportunity. So those Negroes that he called out were all branded. See, they don't make their money off of you and I. A lot of people think, oh, they famous and the black and, they're up there and they making money. They don't make money off of us. You buy records? No, you don't do anything like that. They get their money from corporate endorsement. So when they stepped out and went to them rallies and they were well protected with bodyguards and all this kind of stuff, they were there for show for their sponsors. Their sponsors gave them the boot, okay? After Trevor called them out, the sponsors was like really on that. They share the same sponsorships. Trevor has the same sponsors as a lot of these people. So yeah, they came out just for a minute or two and went back. They're back now in their beautiful places and stuff, homes and palaces and shit like that. And you gotta know that. They have a following, and their following is hoping for answers, hoping for a solution. It's like that Mad Max Thunderdome. Everybody's looking for a hero. Okay, that theme song on that, and that's what Black America's looking for. These brothers, they contacted me because they heard my video, seen my video rather. They're not on my friends list, okay? But they were like, man, I've been on this dude's friends list. I've been trying to connect with him, trying to communicate with him. He won't talk back. Talking about D.L. Hughley and all these people. They're not looking for a solution. You don't go to them saying, hey, listen, let's put a stop to this. They make their money off of this. You're not going to go to Attorney Crump with an ideal solution to put an end to police violence, okay, police brutality, police murdering, you're not going to be able to go to him with something like that and say a shot don't even have to be fired, brother. We can put a stop to it today. That man ain't going to be down with that. Attorney Crump, every time a black man gets killed, he's on an airplane going and making millions. You know how he makes his money? Filing them lawsuits. He's going to file a lawsuit for the Floyd family, for Aubrey family, for all these other families he represents. That's where his money coming from. You gonna stop his money? His money is black folks dying. Okay? So going to these people is not going to work. I keep telling these brothers, we have to be grassroots. I'm grassroots. I'm connected with over 100 brothers right now. These brothers is hungry for putting a stop to it, but see, they're grassroots. I'm grassroots. We don't have a platform. We will never have a platform because those people who have the platforms, they're not going to ever consider talking to people who actually want to solve the problem. Yes, one brother said, well, the president signed executive order and what you were asking for, which is a database to track these police officers who have these abusive problems and stuff like that. I said, yeah, but it's a federal database that the public does not have access to. See, what we are trying to do is to create a database that is global. You can, just like the sex offenders registry, I can pull up the sex offenders registry for my hometown, my county, my state, right now from here in the Philippines. I can do that. That's the registry I'm talking about for these police, putting every damn one of them, and not stopping there. Once you got them on that registry, you make posters, you put them in the neighborhood so that people will be aware. When you know that you have 42 goddamn police officers on the city of Columbus's police department that have sexual assault charges or accusations on them. Sexual assault, that means rape. And you have 13 guys that are actually in the county facing rape charges. Okay? Now, we're not going to say that those 13 guys are all rapists. Just like you're not going to say that those 42 police officers are rapists. But everyone that has been accused of rape need to be in prison, in jail, county, there in the county, until they get a trial. So you got 3 times more rapists on the damn police department than you actually have in your county jail. And that's just a city. That's not the county. So what I'm saying to you is, you have out in California, Los Angeles Police Department have what the FBI deem. See, FBI says that if you kill 3 people, you're a serial killer. And they are saying Los Angeles Police Department, police, not the county, Los Angeles County, the police department have 50 serial killers on their rolls. You guys, that means that 50 men have killed at least 3 people. That's scary. And you don't want to know about that? I think you do. And you can know about that. What I'm saying is that that's my plan. But I'm also open to everybody else's. That's why we brothers, we talk. We have a lot to throw around. But we can't communicate with each other because you're not going to have these so-called justice fighters actually seeking a solution. They're not going to come to grassroots people and say, hey, listen, let's work together. Because that happened in the early 60s. If you guys did not know, SNCC, the group SNCC, young people who actually had solutions for civil rights agenda. They were snubbed by Martin Luther King. They were snubbed by the Nation of Islam. okay? And when Malcolm X made his split from the Nation of Islam, he ended up going and getting SNCC because he saw that they had actually had something to say. And so it was a lot of those people from SNCC, which was the young branch for civil rights fighting. They were more for human rights. They understood it as a human rights cause. And those are the ones who were slaughtered and murdered under the pretense or the guise of being called Black Panthers. Do your homework. You'll find that out. Look up SNCC. You'll find that out. They were excluded. They were the real grassroots. Martin Luther King was a Hollywood boy brought in from the north down, even though he was from Georgia, but down in Alabama to stir up trouble because that was money, okay? It was all about money because look where the black dollars ended up. They ended up building that United States infrastructure, solidifying it. Once they took them black dollars out of the South, Southern businesses and Southern banks and Southern black insurance agencies, once they took that money and they got that Negro to sit down there and be served by that white woman in Woolworth, that was it. The black dollar was gone. Okay? So you guys need to wake up to these things. You need to understand it's about grassroots. It's about making a solution. You get behind people who's going talking solution. You don't get behind people who's just sitting up there every time you turn around. Oh, look at this. They showing a video of a man being murdered, being beaten by the cops. Okay, I get it. But what are you doing to stop that? You can't go and ask the devil to play nice, okay? You have to go within your community to get those answers, and let's put a stop to it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to work toward. So I needed to explain myself so that people understand. No, I'm not down with these justice fighters and these so-called loud talking brothers that talk all rhythmic and got these big old followings and they're entertainers, some of them, and they making money from corporate America, okay? I don't need no goddamn money. All right, I hate to sound that way, but I don't. Okay, I ain't trying to make no damn money. What I'm trying to do is stop the killing, stop the violence toward my people. So if you can't understand that, then you have a problem. You are the problem. Okay? If you just want to be sitting up there getting excited because you see another person getting killed and saying, ooh, that's bad. Well, yeah, okay, but what are we going to do about it? That's what you need to be doing. You need to be tapping on people's shoulders. When you do see somebody who's super, super angry, talk to them, okay? We don't need a brother like what happened to that brother down there in Dallas. I wish I could have contacted that brother, had that brother, hold of that brother before he went and shot up 5 cops. That's black rage. You can talk them down from black rage and get them to thinking and get them to working with you. Okay? Because it don't make no sense to go and, as I say, strap a bomb on yourself and just blow up. No, why? Work with your brothers. Work with your sisters. Get this together. Let's talk this out. All right? So that's the best I can tell you as far as that. I'll be coming back with you and posting more videos, but this right here, I think I needed to explain so that now you guys, when you do contact me, you'll understand you're talking to somebody who's trying to solve the problem. So that means that when you talk to me, you talk to me about resolution, about any ideas you may have, okay? So that we can all get together and we can put an end to this shit, all right? I love you. Hey, Alone in Paradise, I'm out of here.